had a title change, which I don't think many of us saw that coming. But we'll take it. At least I'll take it. I'm glad they're trying something different on these shows.
Well, first and foremost, the big fella called it.
Yeah.
He might not have
Mm-hmm.
called who won, but he
Yeah.
called the return of Jacob
Yeah.
Fatu, which I didn't see, and it sure was. It was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I was excited. Y'all know how I feel about him, anyways,
Yeah.
and for him to come in and really just you know get both of them, didn't have a problem with the ending. Think it's a good thing. I could say that I really did enjoy this match, and I think it's a good booking for Drew.
I really enjoyed the double screw.
Yeah,
He went in to try to
Yeah,
screw Drew, and then was so in a tizzy. He ends up screwing Cody at the same time, so he ends up with not one but two guys pissed at him, which I think is really good booking. And now the possibilities are endless. You just hope WWE doesn't do what WWE has done the last couple years, which is screw it up.
well, they've already announced, right, that there's going to be a tournament type deal to see who faces Randy Orton at Royal Rumble, correct? I mean, it faces Drew McIntyre at Royal Rumble. Now, we're,
yes.
we're all
Yeah,
pretty fucking certain that's going to be Randy Orton,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but does that leave the door for Fatu and Cody to start a even without a belt? Does that because he actually screwed Cody? So do we start? So do we see that a storyline for a while?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's always been a little bit of beef there with both guys with Fatu, but I think you're right. You're going to see this push with Randy. We've done seen it the last two Friday nights. He's already bringing up the 14 time, and he's made the statement that he's ready to try to make some kind of run. He looks like he's healthy. He looks like he's in great shape. Um, I, the whole thing with the Miz, he's going to beat the Miz. We've talked about it. Miz
Yeah.
he's at the point in his career where
Yeah.
he don't really have to put over Orton, but that's what he's doing.
Mm.
I like it. It is like you said, AJ. As long as WWE doesn't screw this up, which we
Yeah.
know that they're prone to do that.
well,
Um,
the
I
big
think it's
thing,
great.
yeah, big thing is you get the belt off Cody, which has been needed.
Yes.
You give it to a heel and Drew, who's going to be a really good heel with it, and he's going to test anyone that goes up against him because he's so good at the mic and he can create storylines with his mouth, which frankly, not many guys can do there.
Mhm.
And a big thing for Fatu is he gets away from Solo, he gets away from the MFTs, BFTs, or whatever they're called. Just gets him away from that, and now he can start something else. And in one way, they can have a bit of a feud. They can have a best of a three. And if Cody beats him, well, it's like, okay, well, it's another beast to slay. But if Fatu comes out on the best part of it, okay, well, that's a legend. That's a former champion that he has slayed. And now he's the next in line for the title.
Mhm.
Well, I don't feel like we need to see just because Drew won this one.
Mhm.
That feud needs to be done.
Right. Yeah.
Cody
It's,
doesn't
yeah.
need Cody doesn't need a receipt, or he doesn't
Right.
need to that doesn't need to come back to that for Cody to get over Drew.
Right.
Drew needs to when he passes this belt, which I'm pretty certain he will. I think he's probably a 30-day champion or a 2-month champion, maybe.
Yeah.
But it needs to be to somebody else, and then let's see Cody work his way back up to it too,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's
Yeah.
Mhm.
WrestleMania, which I really don't want to see.
Right.
Uh, let's see it something where Cody has to work his if that's where we're going. I want to see him work his way back to it instead of immediately
Yeah.
the next pay-per-view or fuck even SmackDown, since they're giving a shit away on Raw and SmackDown now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you think they'll get the belt off Drew that quickly?
if he gets it off at WrestleMania, I mean, he's only going to hold. I mean, if he gets it off at Royal Rumble, he's
That's
only
a
going to
month.
hold it for 2 weeks.
Two
Oh,
weeks.
oh wow. I didn't
Yes,
realize
it's
it
the
was that
31st,
close.
Emil.
Wow.
It's the
It's two
last of the
weeks.
month.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was that quick.
I just somewhere in the I'm with you, Clint. I think we need to see this Cody Fatu rival. We need to see this go for a little bit.
Mhm.
And I really think the build up with the Fatu thing could actually bring in Roman. I know we've been
Mhm.
seeing a few things
Yeah.
about Roman, Cody, WrestleMania, blah, 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 whatever. Those two can have a match and not be for a title.
Right.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah,
So maybe we see a little bit of that. Maybe Roman comes in somewhere. I don't know really if you need that because I don't know who's gonna have Cody's back. I mean, it's almost kind of like he does everything by himself, especially now
Right.
that Punk is on Raw and he's doing his thing. Orton's gonna have his feud with Drew, so it kind of leaves Cody in limbo land. So he's just gonna have to run it with nobody's help. So I think him and Fatu could really do it. Maybe Roman comes in somewhere, but that's kind of where I see it going.
Well, we think that he's going to have his run with Drew, that Randy Orton's going to have his run with Drew. Fuck, who knows? Next Friday night, Cody may lead it off and call Drew out, and that may go
Yeah.
back, again.
And
And
I hope you're right. When you
Yeah.
first stated, I hope they don't do that.
I don't either. And if they do, they've got to make it a three-way deal with Fatu in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got to.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick of Cody and Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was a great story. It's been the best storyline we've had in the
Yeah.
past months. We finished it. We done the three-way match. We done the three stages of hell match. We got a clean winner, or not a clean winner. I mean, we did have the interference at the end, but I think it's time to move past them two.